asked them to imbibe the spirit of an inspiring motto, touch the sky with glory, and live up to the expectations of the nation. The President presented wings and brevets to the flying officers and commissioned Indian Air Force trainees in the flying branch and trainees in the ground duty branch on completion of their training today. 10 more officials from Indian Navy, Coast Guard and 2 trainee officials from Vietnam also were presented wings at the combined graduation parade. Speaking on the occasion, the President asked the newly commissioned officers to be guided by the determination shown by the force during the previous conflicts.
Each and every officer of the armed forces has to keep in mind an integrated perspective of defense preparedness. I am happy to note that our Air Force is taking steps to be ever ready, especially future ready, keeping in view the overall security scenario, including the challenges of fighting a high technology war in a network-centric future battle space.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani tomorrow at 11 a.m. It will be the 102nd episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani Doordarshan and Narendra Modi mobile apps. The program will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of the Akashvani, DD News and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Akashvani will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast.
प्रधानमंत्री के साथ तो सुनिए इस महीने रविवार 18 जून सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात आकाशवाणी और दूरदर्शन के सभी चैनलों पर आप भी माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के मन की बात का हिस्सा बन सकते हैं। इसके लिए आप अपने सुझाव पोस्ट बॉक्स नंबर 111 आकाशवाणी दिल्ली पर भेज सकते हैं। नमो ऐप या माई गव के ओपन फोरम में पोस्ट कर सकते हैं। तो याद रखें रविवार 18 जून सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात।
यही तो मन की बात है, जन जन से नाता होना।
National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has stressed on preparing the skilled workforce and bringing in technological innovation to be globally competitive. He said highly motivated and committed human resources are the biggest strength of the country. Doval was addressing the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Memorial Lecture 2023 in New Delhi today. Remembering the contributions made by Netaji during the freedom struggle, he said Subhash Chandra Bose's legacy has no parallel and his audacity and tenacity were the two qualities which were unmatchable. Highlighting the various initiatives taken by the government to showcase the legacy of Netaji, Doval said a statue of Subhash Chandra Bose has been installed at the India Gate.
I will not beg for freedom. It is my right. I have to get it. And if I beg for it, it will be conditional, it will have something. India would not have been partitioned if Subhash Bose was there. Jinnah said, I can accept only one leader. That is Subhash Bose. He gave that spirit of this courage, and see the poems that were written at that time for the Azad Hind Fauj. When he says, कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, कौम की है जिंदगी, कौम पे लुटाए जा.
Moving on, Union Home Minister Amit Shah today took stock of the situation in areas affected by Cyclone Biparjoy in Gujarat. Shah visited shelter homes and met people affected by the cyclone. Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel was also present. Shah visited Kutch and Jakhau Port. After an aerial inspection of the cyclone-affected areas of Kutch, he reviewed the situation with Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and senior officers. Meanwhile, North Gujarat, Kutch and Saurashtra are witnessing heavy rains since early morning today. Light to moderate rain is predicted in several parts of Gujarat from today to the 20th of June. Union Health Minister Manshukh Mandavya today reviewed preparedness of public health response to Assam floods. The minister emphasized the need for coordination response between centre and state to tackle the floods. He urged central and state level agencies and health officials to work in coordination to mitigate health risks and provide immediate relief in affected areas. He called for proactive measures to prevent waterborne diseases during the disaster. Central and state government officials took part in the virtual meet.
जान को बचाना यानी कि हेल्थ प्रायोरिटी बन जाता है. फ्लड आया, एनिमल केयर केस, वुमेन कैजुअलिटी हुई हो तो उसका डेड बॉडी को आइडेंटिफाई करना, उसका निकाल करना, तो ये विषय इसलिए इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. आपने कितना
Over 34,000 people have been affected by floods in 7 districts of Assam as incessant rains continue to lash the state. Lakhimpur was the worst hit, with over 23,000 people affected in the district. Vishwanath, Dorong, Dhemaji, Dibrugarh, Tamulpur and Udalguri were also affected by the calamity, while urban floods were reported from Kachar, Jorhat, Nalbari and Guwahati, according to an ASDMA report. Over 209 hectares of crop area were inundated. A 1,400-meter embankment is being created on the bank of river Brahmaputra near the Oakland Dike in Dibrugarh near Maijanti estate to protect the nearby villages from getting inundated. 4 more embankments were breached, 2 at Narayanpur and 1 each at Harisinga and Kolaigaon.
आज हम हैं ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी के किनारे ओकलैंड ओपन डाइक में. जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं कि पानी की गहराई, वाटर लेवल काफ़ी आगे बढ़ चुका है और हमारे साथ है अभी हिमन ज्योति जो कि जूनियर इंजीनियर है वाटर रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट में. तो हिमन ज्योति जी, आप बताएं कि फ्लड सिचुएशन को रोकने के लिए क्या क्या तैयारियां कर रही है डिस्ट्रिक्ट अथॉरिटीज़?
फिलहाल तो हम लोग का जो ये स्कीम है, ये स्कीम के अंदर हम लोग का 2500 मीटर का प्रोटेक्शन वर्क है और 1400 मीटर का न्यू एम्बैंकमेंट का प्रोविज़न है हम लोग का. इसमें हम लोग जो न्यू एम्बैंकमेंट का प्रोविज़न है उसमें हम लोग 85% कंप्लीशन ले लिया है और उसमें अभी ये जो 2500 मीटर का प्रोटेक्शन वर्क है, यहाँ पे भी हम लोग एप्रॉन का जो पार्ट है नीचे जो पानी में हम लोग करते हैं, एप्रॉन बोलते हैं उसको, एप्रॉन का जो पार्ट है वो भी हम लोग 90%.
In Sikkim, over 2,000 tourists out of around 3,000 stranded in Mangan district have now been rescued. They were stranded due to landslides and washing away of bridge near Chungtang after incessant rainfall over the last 3 days. Troops of Trishakti Corps, Indian Army and BRO personnel worked overnight braving inclement weather to create a temporary crossing over the flash flood area to facilitate rescue of tourists. A defense spokesperson said evacuation of the remaining tourists continues. Efforts are on to restore road connectivity. The spokesperson said tents and medical aid posts have been set up. The tourists will be provided all assistance till the route is cleared for their further journey. In Assam, ahead of the International Day of Yoga to be organized on June 21st, Union Minister of Ayush and Ports, Shipping Waterways, Harbananda Khunwal, today said this year's theme will be Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Addressing a curtain raiser press meet in Dibrugarh, Khunwal informed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be leading the world on yoga on the 21st of June as he will be performing yoga at UN headquarters. At international level, yoga will be performed at the ocean ring from North Pole to South Pole. The main event in India will be held at Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh, which will be led by Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar.
This time, the theme has been developed like this: that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means one earth, one family. So all the people in this globe, we are from the same family. Let us stay together with the sense of brotherhood, with the by developing our love and affection and developing unity, integrity and peace and tranquility. And that is how the I think the entire program is being proceeded. And I am hopeful that with the support of the people of the world and the people of the country, this time, this particular 9th edition of International Day of Yoga is going to be successful.
In Tripura, BJP President JP Nadda today said India's image and fate have changed on the global map under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Addressing a public meeting at Santir Bazar in the South Tripura district of the state, Nadda said there is a gulf of difference between what India was like before 2014 and after 2014 when Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of the country. He said dynastic politics has been replaced by developmental politics under Prime Minister Modi's rule. Nadda said construction work on 6 national highways is in progress in Tripura. He further said 74 airports have been built in 9 years and in the northeast alone, 7 new airports are being built.
मैं एक ही बात कहना चाहता हूं कि ये जो 9 साल प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जो हम सब लोगों ने देखा है, उसमें हमने पाया है कि इन 9 सालों में भारत की तस्वीर और तकदीर को मोदी जी के नेतृत्व ने बदल डाला है। इसको मैं
Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu today informed of a memorandum of understanding signed between Arunachal Pradesh Innovation and Investment Park and Paytm. Taking to Twitter, he said it is an important step towards creating a vibrant startup ecosystem for youth in the state. In Meghalaya, the Press Information Bureau, in collaboration with Central Bureau of Communication, Shillong, organized Vartalab, an exhibition, a celebration of 9 years of Seva, Susashan and Garib Kalyan, highlighting the initiatives and efforts undertaken by the Government of India. Speaking at the gathering, State Governor Fagu Chauhan said the year 2023 marks 9 years of the Union Government. The 3 words Seva, Susashan and Garib Kalyan define the journey of 9 years of the Narendra Modi government. He said the Northeast is also witnessing unprecedented progress. In badminton, Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty reached the men's doubles final of the Indonesia Open in Jakarta today. The Indian duo beat the Korean pair of Kang Min-hyuk and Seo Seung-jae 17-21, 21-19, 21-18 in the semi-final that lasted an hour and 7 minutes. However, in the men's singles event, India's H.S. Pranoy was defeated by Denmark's Victor Axelsen in 2 straight games, 15-21, 15-21. To end the news, the main points once again. President Draupadi Murmu calls upon armed forces personnel to live up to the nation's expectations. Incessant rains, landslides disrupt road connectivity in Sikkim. 2,000 stranded tourists rescued so far. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to lead the world on Yoga Day. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar to pioneer the national event. BJP's chief JP Nadda addresses rally in Tripura, says post-2014 India has progressed like never before. And in badminton, Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty reached doubles final of Indonesia Open. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.